What's keeping many of us broke and preventing us from building wealth? I'm going to get straight to the point. No, it's not the venti vanilla latte from Starbucks or the avocado toast you've been having for brunch. Those are both delicious and you should keep on consuming them. The number one thing holding us back from building wealth is our car. The average monthly car payment in the US is $550 for a new vehicle and $452 for a lease vehicle. Overall, Americans owe more than $1.2 trillion in auto loan debt, according to LendingTree. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York also reported that 7 million Americans are delinquent by 90 or more days on their car payments. I'm not saying eliminate cars from your life. I have a car, and depending on where you live, a car is very necessary. I am saying don't buy an expensive car you can't afford. Try your best to buy a car with cash. I'll tell you my approach. You should listen to me because I'm an elder millennial and I learned it the hard way. Just because you can make the monthly payment does not mean you can afford the item. Not too long after I graduated college, I got a job at a Fortune 100 company. I was making six figures, which I thought was some magical number to achieve, and it defined success. By the way, 100K today will not get you a house with a circular driveway like it did in the 1980s. The only circular driveway I've been driving through is Chick-fil-A. I still wanted to buy a house for my grandmother and take her to places in a nice car since she raised me. And I felt like I finally made it. I bought a brand new car for around $35,000. I was making the mortgage payment, the car payment, and all the other monthly payments. But I was so stressed out. I felt stuck, and I felt like I needed to keep on making this salary or more to keep up with the expenses. Besides my 401k, I wasn't investing in my retirement as much as I should have. One evening, I had a panic attack, and I was desperate to find a solution. If I couldn't increase my salary quickly, then the other solution was to eliminate debt and expenses as quickly as possible. I decided to sell my car, which was one of my biggest debt. I bought my next car with cash for $8,000. It was like giving myself a huge raise, and I saw more monthly disposable income available for me to invest, travel, or buy a Peloton bike. Not only did I get rid of my monthly car payment, I also reduced the cost of my auto insurance. The maintenance on the car was also cheaper. A used Volkswagen equals wealth. The valet attendant should want to park my car since I could afford to tip them now.
Can you put this in a good spot? All this shit happened last time I parked here. Thank you.
Some of you may argue that you need a new car because you want a reliable vehicle and you don't want the risk of a used car breaking down. Number one, maintaining and fixing a used car is still going to cost you less than a new $25,000 car that's depreciating. Number two, if you find a used car you want to purchase, ask the dealership or the person you're buying it from if you can take it to your own mechanic for an inspection. I was allowed to do that with my purchase, and I bought my used car from a dealership. Number three, try to do research and get a car report online with a vehicle identification number. Check for recalls, accidents, lemon, and other useful information. Number four, if you're buying the car from a dealership, know that the negotiation does not stop with the salesperson. It's the finance person that's going to try to upgrade your car package and the extended warranty, even if it's a used car. Don't put your guard down just because you're done with a salesperson. Number five, get roadside assistance through your auto insurance company to give you peace of mind. I would do this even if it's a new car since they can break down as well. My car was 8 years old when I bought it, and it's still running well 5 years later. I do regular maintenance, and the only thing I've changed is the battery once. I've also got new tires because I drive it a lot. You're not going to impress anyone at the stoplight with your new car, and the people that like you won't care that you're driving an older car. My grandmother didn't care. Personally, I was a bit turned off if I dated someone and they drove a new luxury car. All I could think about was, that's $50,000 we're going to have to pay off if I end up with this person. My favorite 3 words are paid in full or I love you, something like that. Anyway, I knew my husband was the one for me when he picked me up in his 2006 Honda Civic, and we didn't start dating until 2018. I also don't recommend leasing a car because you're making a monthly payment on something you will never own. You will also have mileage restrictions when you lease a car. I would only lease a car if my employer is paying for it. Look, you're going to buy what you want. Obviously, people are buying new cars because Tesla stocks keeps going up. Heck, if I bought Tesla stock last year and held on to it, I'll probably be driving a new Tesla as well. The point is, the future is uncertain. We definitely learned that in 2020. What happens if you're laid off or furloughed? How will that impact your life and living expenses? We should try to prevent creating situations where we will feel stuck or financially burdened. Eliminating debt and increasing your emergency fund is a good start. The best way to accelerate that is getting rid of that monthly car payment and never looking back. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more useful tips on life, reality, personal finance, and a lot of my personal opinions. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.